nasty nurse who's been wreaking havoc on Emmerdale.
She's not nasty, she's just misunderstood.
She's mean. She's a psychopath.
I know, but she's a misunderstood psycho. As Meena's reign of terror reaches a frightening climax, could she finally be facing a downfall? No!
Yes!
Take a look.
Let the games begin. I just think I've been paranoid. Doesn't take a genius to work out who this is. This is Meena.
She won't come back here. She'd have to be mad.
Here comes the bride and Meena's wedding surprise. You just get comfy, buckle up, and prepare to play for your life. Oh no.
I die, and you never see your son again.
What did you say? What did you say?
She's a good shot, isn't she? That was like 60 yards away. She's like this.
She's practiced.
Emmerdale star Paige Sandhu joins us now. Paige, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having
lovely to have you
me.
with us. And congratulations. What a brilliant part to play.
Yeah, I know. She's crazy, she's wild, she's intense, she's charismatic. I feel like I have the freedom to do whatever I want in a scene, which probably means I go a bit too far quite often, but...
So do you get much say in what you're allowed to do, and can you give some ideas and things like that?
Yeah, I think, I mean, the nature of the soap is you don't have much time, so preparation is key. You know, I love doing the work at home, so I come with as many ideas as possible and play with them and see what works, and then the director just goes, yeah, do that, or if that's really bad, don't do that. So yeah, I mean...
That's a lovely... freedom to be given on a soap where, like you said, the time constraints are so much, where you've got so much to shoot every day that you can actually play around and have fun and properly make psychopathic killer Meena your own, do you know what I mean? You can put your own stamp on her.
Yeah, completely.
Did the singing come from you in that regard then? Or like...
You know, no, it came from the writers. When was the first time I sang was when we were filming the murdering Leanna scenes. And I sang, yeah, that was great. Fun times. Anyway, and then it just sort of caught on. And now I'm just the singing, dancing...
It's so good, though. It's so good. And this week is such a big week for Meena. Was it lovely to just come back with such brilliant storylines? Is it just lovely to come back and this character?
I mean, these scenes have been some of my most favourite scenes. I think, like, Meena is at her best in these scenes. She's funny, she's wild, she's scary. She's, like, created this plan which is so over the top, but just works. And I think also where we were filming in the viaduct was so beautiful. It's nice to have a different set, and it sets up that whole wedding storyline, you know?
I think that's the thing I like about the character. It's just, like, I don't get to watch Emmerdale all the time, but when I drop in over the last few years, and I've said, she's a funny character. Like, so even though, she's a serial killer and you're kind of not rooting for her, it's funny sort of leading on from that, because I love that show, You know?
Yes.
And you mentioned, and I was reading my notes, you mentioned the lead from you, didn't you? Was it Joe, or the character's Joe Goldberg?
Yeah.
And you find this really weird thing where you kind of like
them,
him.
Yeah, I don't like you, though, Meena. I don't like your character at all.
That's OK, I forgive you.
So that must be wonderful, you know, in that you're able to kind of play on those notes and have the time to have fun with her and actually just make her kind of multidimensional, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's what I love about playing her, is that there's not just doom and gloom. There's vulnerability there. There's a childlike quality. She's very curious as well. She loves murdering people.
Yeah.
It's a psychological thing as well, though, isn't it?
Likes
quite psychological.
Yeah, completely.
It's very manipulative. I mean, why is she so... She's so driven to get Billy and Dawn at the moment. Why is that?
So, I mean, the thing is with Meena, she actually has a line where she says, my problem is that I'm in love with being in love. I don't think Meena's capable of feeling love the way that you and I can, but there is a truth in that, where she falls in love with a guy and then wants to possess him, control him, have all of his attention, and then eventually that doesn't work because it's just not healthy.
Yeah.
And he moves on, and she suffers, and she feels like, why is this guy cheating on me or leaving me, like, look at me, I'm amazing. And this has happened so many times that now it's sort of the last straw, and she wants to make Dawn and Billy suffer the way that she's suffered.
Right.
That's
so you've got to feel sorry for her, really, haven't you?
I mean, I do, but I think probably most people don't.
The great thing about a character like that is you know you're part of those big set pieces as well, because on soaps, you know, you've got, like you said, filming every day, aren't they? And you know you're going to be in the Woolpack, or you know you're going to be around about the vets or whatever around the village. So to have those great, like the viaduct moment, or I remember the cornfield moment. Like, was it in the summer? And that was incredible. Like, and I watched that episode going, they have chucked the kitchen sink at this.
Yeah, I know. That was amazing. We got to film in all of these different locations, and they got higher quality camera equipment, all the stunts that we did, the fire, the water, the rafting, all of it. It was like we did an action film on Emmerdale.
Outward Bound course, you'd pay for that for a weekend, wouldn't you? Yeah. Have we got a clip from tonight's show?
Let's have a look.
Harriet took Lucas home. He needed to spend a penny.
Now, she'd rather die than let you anywhere near him.
Which brings us to the bonus round. Say what you see.
What have you done?
Wrong. Try again. Last time.
Where's my boy? Ah!
Well, it's no fun if I just tell you. Unless we make it fun. Give me the gun. There's rope in the limo. Tie him up. Maybe we can work something out.
Oh,
give her the gun.
So psychological. So
the
good.
gun. They gave her the gun.
I know.
One thing you don't do with the serial killer.
Now, there is speculation that maybe Meena might meet her fate. Is there anything you can tell us? Obviously, you don't want to get rid of her, but a lot of people do.
So there are two people's lives that hang in the balance over this week, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
And I can say that this is the beginning of the end for Meena, but there's more drama to come. The beginning of the end.
OK.
Yeah.
Did you actually like model Meena on anybody in particular, or anything that you've seen in the past?
I mean, on so many people. When I think the writers originally were inspired by Jodie Comer's Villanelle, because she's just so fabulous. Such an amazing character. Yeah, exactly. So that was their inspiration. But then when I found out where the storyline was going to go, I did loads of research on real-life serial killers like Ted Bundy, Beverly, I can't remember her surname, but she was a serial killer nun in the 90s.
Well, you take it very seriously, don't you?
Well, I really enjoy the research, and I think, excuse me, I think that if you're putting your heart and soul into it, which for me is the research, the background, then you can create a character which is really fun, complex, entertaining, yada, yada, you know?
But when you first got the part, I was reading that you didn't know she was going to be a psychopath serial killer at all. You thought she was just going to be this nice character turning up in Emmerdale, having a lovely time.
Yeah, so, I mean, I could tell from the audition piece that she wasn't a kind person.
Yeah.
I could tell that she was selfish, that she was bold. There was a difficult relationship between her and her sister. That really drew me in. She was very blunt as well, very rude. But I didn't know that she was a psychopath serial killer, no. So they checked to see if I was OK with playing a serial killer, and I was like, absolutely,
I've got a feeling you absolutely love it, don't you, Paige?
I do love it.
And can I just say congratulations on winning the Best Villain Award in 2021 Inside Soap Awards. Where is it? Where have you got it?
It's at home. I got it the other day. I sent a very embarrassing video to my family last night of me running around my flat with it. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be lots more awards. Emmerdale previews of tonight's episode is it's on 7 o'clock tonight, ITV. I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
It's lovely to meet you. Take care.
Thank you so much.